You have the potential to achieve a score of 9.0 in your upcoming IELTS exam.
Wow.
To reach this goal, it's crucial to understand the exam's structure. By calmly watching and rewatching this video, you're taking steps towards scoring a 9.0 in all IELTS segments: writing, speaking, listening, and reading. In this video, you will gain insight into how the IELTS exam is being structured, its format, timing, number of questions, task types, scoring, and much more. In fact, you will get an insight into how CareerEdu can support you on your journey to a 9.0 in the IELTS exam.
Wow.
Welcome to CareerEdu. Today, we will explore the topic, understanding the IELTS structure. Actually, there are two IELTS tests available: IELTS Academic and IELTS General Training. Both tests are graded in exactly the same way. You'll take the first three parts of the test on the same day in the following order: listening, reading, and writing. It's important to note that there are no breaks between these tests. Your speaking test will be held either on the same day or 7 days before or after, depending on local arrangements. Let's look at each of them carefully. Starting from the listening test. The IELTS listening test is designed to assess your listening skills. It tests your abilities on 1. Understand main ideas and specific factual information. 2. Recognize the opinions, attitudes, and intentions of speakers. 3. Follow and comprehend the development of arguments. As regards format, you will listen to 4 recordings of native English speakers and then write your answers to a series of questions. Here is how it works. Recording 1. A conversation between 2 people set in an everyday social context. Recording 2. A monologue set in an everyday social context. For example, a speech about local facilities. Recording 3. A conversation between up to 4 people set in an educational or training context. For example, a university tutor and a student discussing an assignment. Recording 4. A monologue on an academic subject. For example, university lecture. How about the timing? The IELTS listening test takes approximately 30 minutes, and you are allowed an extra 10 minutes to transfer your answers from your question booklet to your answer sheet. As regards the number of questions, in total, there are 40 questions in the IELTS listening test. For the task types, a variety of question types are used, such as multiple choice, matching, plan or map or diagram labeling, form or note or table or flowchart summary completion, and last, sentence completion. Hope you are following. How will you be scored? Each correct answer earns 1 mark. Your score, out of 40, is then converted to the IELTS 9-band scale. Scores are reported in whole and half bands to provide a precise assessment of your performance. As regards reading, you will need to read quickly and efficiently and manage your time. You will be asked to read 3 different passages and respond to related questions in your IELTS reading test. The IELTS reading test is designed to assess a wide range of reading skills, including how well you read for the general sense of a passage, read for the main ideas, read for detail, understand inferences and implied meaning, recognize a writer's opinions, attitudes and purpose, and follow the development of an argument. All of these are what the IELTS reading test aims to assess in you.
Wow.
The test is also divided into academic reading and general training reading. Let's talk about the test format. For academic reading, you will encounter 3 long texts, which range from the descriptive and factual to the discursive and analytical. These are taken from books, journals, magazines, and newspapers. They have been selected for a non-specialist audience, but are appropriate for people entering university courses or seeking professional registration. While for the general reading, they are extracts from books, magazines, newspapers, notices, advertisements, company handbooks, and guidelines. These are materials you are likely to encounter on a daily basis in an English-speaking environment. As for the timing, it is the same for both general training and academic reading, which is 60 minutes, including the transfer time. The number of questions for both types of reading is 40 questions. The task types for both reading types include fill gaps in a passage of written text or in a table, match headings to written text to diagrams or charts, complete sentences, give short answers to open questions, answer multiple choice questions. The scoring is the same for both reading types. Each correct answer receives 1 mark. Scores out of 40 are converted to the IELTS 9-band scale and reported in whole and half bands. But please, hang on a minute. It has come to our notice that of all the persons who watch our videos, about 60% are not subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you are one of these people, we urge you to please subscribe now. Subscribing to this channel helps us and makes the YouTube algorithm bring up our videos to more people. We promise you that the more subscribers we have, we will keep bringing you better videos, loaded with even more interesting and free relocation information. Thank you so much. Now back to the video. How about the writing segment of the IELTS test? The IELTS writing test is designed to assess a wide range of writing skills, including how well you write a response appropriately, organize ideas, use a range of vocabulary and grammar accurately. It is divided into 2, academic writing and general training. Let's talk about the test format. As regards the academic writing format, it requires you to write in a formal style. It is divided into 2 tasks. In Task 1, you will be presented with a graph, table, chart, or diagram. You will be asked to describe, summarize, or explain the information in your own words. This might involve describing and explaining data, describing the stages of a process, or how something works, or describing an object or event. You will be asked to write at least 150 words for this task. In Task 2, still on academic writing, you will be asked to write an essay in response to a point of view, argument, or problem. You should find the issues interesting and easy to understand. You will be asked to write at least 250 words for this task.
Wow.
While for the general training writing, the topics used are of general interest. In Task 1, you will be presented with a situation and asked to write a letter requesting information or explaining the situation. You will be asked to write at least 150 words for this task. You can write the letter in a personal, semi-formal, or formal style. In Task 2, you will be asked to write an essay in response to a point of view, argument, or problem. You can use a fairly personal style. You will be asked to write at least 250 words for this task. For the timing, it's same for both writing categories. It takes 60 minutes for each. Spend 20 minutes on Task 1 and 40 minutes on Task 2. You will need to manage your own time, so make sure you move on to Task 2 after 20 minutes. The number of questions for both academic and general training writing are same, 2 questions. As regards scoring, your writing test will be marked by a certificated IELTS examiner. For both categories, Task 2 is worth twice as much as Task 1 in the IELTS writing test. Scores are reported in whole and half bands. Let's now talk about the IELTS speaking category. You will talk to a certified examiner in the IELTS speaking test. The test is interactive and as close to a real-life situation as a test can get. A variety of accents may be used and the test will be recorded. The IELTS speaking test is designed to assess a wide range of skills. The examiner will want to see how well you can communicate opinions and information on everyday topics and common experiences. To do this, you will need to answer a range of questions, speak at length, on a given topic using appropriate language, organize your ideas coherently, express and justify your opinions, analyze, discuss and speculate about issues. Make sure that you relax and talk fluently. You will need to speak naturally. Let's look at the format. It divided into 3 parts. Part 1. The examiner will introduce him or herself and ask you to introduce yourself and confirm your identity. The examiner will ask you general questions on familiar topics such as home, family, work, studies, and interests. This section should help you relax and talk naturally. Part 2. The examiner will give you a task card, which asks you to talk about a particular topic, including points to include in your talk. You will be given 1 minute to prepare and make notes. You will then be asked to talk for 1 to 2 minutes on the topic. You will not be interrupted during this time, so it is important to keep talking. The examiner will then ask you 1 or 2 questions on the same topic. Part 3. The examiner will ask you further questions, which are connected to the topic of Part 2. These questions are designed to give you an opportunity to discuss more abstract issues and ideas. As regards timing, it is 11 to 14 minutes. For the scoring, you will be assessed on your performance throughout the test by certificated IELTS examiners. You will be marked on the 4 criteria: fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range, and accuracy, pronunciation. Scores are reported in whole and half bands. At this point, CareerEdu can also support you in meeting all the requirements for the IELTS test through its online teaching program. Interested individuals can join our IELTS training program using this link: store.careeredu.co.uk/product/IELTS Masterclass. The link is also attached to the YouTube description. If you have any questions, please leave your comments below. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to share with your friends and loved ones. Also, turn on the notification bell to be the first to know whenever we drop a new video. Please share this video.